Hello and welcome to Lightning Lads podcast, where we talk about Milton Keynes hockey and, of course, the NIHL. We've got Mason, myself, and, of course, we've got Brian here today. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good. So this is a special episode. We're jumping into the pre-season, and, of course, we'll start off with Milton Keynes Lightning. So the first game was away, Milton Keynes Lightning against
Coventry Blaze. Obviously, a really tough game for the Lightning. A lot of the players had not been in the country and they hadn't been training long. And obviously, Coventry Blaze are elite. But I think it was a really good start for them. They did very well in the first two periods.
Yeah.
And I think, fitness and conditioning sort of went towards the end. But, a really good start for them.
No, 100%. I totally agree with you. Fortunately, I couldn't go to the game. I had a very severe toothache and I was at some friends, so we watched the live stream. Of course, some fans were thinking Coventry again last season against elite sides, 10-2 last time. We're thinking we might get smashed again, of course, from elite. But then very quick on the mark was Jordan Cowney.
Yes.
Celebrating. It was like, wow. And then
I remember sitting in my house and just, gosh, we scored already. Oh, we scored another one.
Yeah.
And I think it's really great that it shows that people were worried, I think, to begin with, that we'd lose our scoring power because we lost players who made a lot of scores.
Yeah.
But, Jordan's always been very reliable, very, very good scoring rate. I think this weekend or the pre-season's proved that we are going to be what we did all along, and that's spread the goals around the team.
Yeah, and not like any certain individuals, even though we have the talent this year as well. But, of course, going back into the commentary game, I think the one from last season, we did struggle a lot on our power plays.
Yeah.
And, of course, in that game, we had 2 power play goals.
Yeah.
And that was quite impressive. And, of course, coming to the end of the second periods, I think Coventry players were thinking, we're not going to lose against these guys. We need to up our game. And in my opinion, because it is, Lightning Lads are unfiltered opinions, I just feel like this Coventry side, it is pre-season, so not fully fit at the time. I don't think Coventry, I hope they do well, but in my eyes, I don't think they were strong this year. But, of course, that's elite. It's a completely different league. But that's just my opinion. But then, of course, we came out at the third. And, of course, they came out and just, scored quite a few more goals. And then we got one back with Tom Rockkiss. And, of course, first goal for, is it Tom
Kabaj?
Kabaj. I'm confused. I'm hearing Kabaj and Kabaj.
I think
so. We're gonna go with Kabaj
at the moment.
So when we see him, we'll get corrected and hopefully we get the right one.
Yeah.
And then of course, I'm gonna let Brian come into this one. This is the home game, first game back for the pre-season. Take it away.
Yeah. Well, we were really lucky that I had booked the VIP, and I would really urge people, if you want a really great night out, go with VIP. You get food, you have your own little bar, great view of the ice. I think it's probably one of the best views you can get in the stadium.
It is. You pretty much get like the glimpse of the whole arena, and also it's slight-ish at the bottom right, but you still see a little bit, which is 100% all great. And of course, even the guys who arrange it, who are the hosts.
They are amazing.
Both a couple of nice lads. You can always talk to them about games and honestly, and talk about anything you want.
Yeah.
Awesome, friendly.
Yeah, and as I say, I really think if you've got that family, even just a celebration for me, it was pre-birthday, and it was a really, really good experience and one that I think everybody enjoyed. So obviously we played Tilburg Trappers. Not quite the result that we would have wanted, but again, I think for the first two periods, we held our own. We weren't, these were people, they seemed very, very quick, very, very organised. A few nerves, I think, from some of the new Lightning lads, who perhaps hadn't quite settled in on that day. But it was a good test for us.
It was definitely, and of course, the away side, when they first rolled in, we saw their coach. Of course, you'll see on social media gone past, and it was quite impressive. And it was like, I even said, like, I don't think we're going to beat these guys because they look like, wow, look at their coach. And then seeing the guys as well, and of course, we were missing Jordan Spadafor. I think he picked up a little injury from Coventry. And then Patrick Forsberg still not fit at the moment. So seeing them both next to VIP, they were literally on the game. I feel like they just wanted to get on the ice and help the boys out. Definitely. Going on, as I said, they were quite nervous, of course, because it's like the first home game. But I thought some standouts from some individuals, seeing what they could do. I think it was more like show and tell kind of thing. And of course, you saw Saunders. He's very young, come from a bit elite and two-way.
Yeah.
Throwing his weight around, very fast, very strong. And then you got Josh Kelly. I thought was very impressive because
definitely
he was throwing his weight around. And of course, some of the lads putting their shift in. But unfortunately, it was a 9-1 loss.
It was.
But also, there was a bit of an issue with the ice condition.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
it
got very foggy.
It got a little bit foggy.
You couldn't see.
I think even Jordan Headley found it really, really difficult. He couldn't see the long shots.
No, I think the boys needed a bit of fog lights going on.
Yes,
bless them.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely. I think it was a really, I don't think the score really reflects the whole of the game. If I'm honest, I felt that for the first two periods we certainly held our own. And it was just really that last period where conditioning perhaps, again, didn't quite come in. The fact that they hadn't trained, a couple of the guys had only just come into the country, that probably told. And they were just that, to be honest, they were just that bit faster.
Yeah, they were very strong. They played very disciplined.
Definitely.
This is one of those guys. I forgot his name. I think some people had a nickname for him. They call him Aquaman with the big beard.
Yes.
Couldn't get his name, but he's a nice gent. I think I got a brief hello, and he's lovely and friendly. So going off of that game, also on that same night, I'll do a quick one quickly because we couldn't be there, unfortunately, as it's a pre-birthday for VIP. MK Thunder travelled up to Coventry for the Coventry NIHL Blaze, and just a narrow defeat at 3-2. But the boys look pretty strong. The netminder, the youth netminder,
Alfie Duig.
I
apologise if we got your name wrong, Alfie.
I didn't say it. He said it.
We will get these names right before the end of the season. We promise.
Will. Pulled off some impressive saves.
Yeah.
Getting a chance to ice for himself. I had a quick chat with him on Saturday's Gone game. Said he had literally awesome, mate, honestly. And of course, Lewis Conroy, two-way with Milton Keynes Lightning, scored his first senior debut.
His first senior debut goal, and if you've watched the highlights, you'll see how fast he was and how getting into position that he ready for the rebound.
A man of the match.
And man of the match, of course, and that's really great. And of course, we, as the Lightning lads, support Lewis very much. So a big shout out to Lewis.
And then, of course, the other scorer, McGarvey.
McGarvey, yeah.
Also quite impressive. But I thought the whole team did really well. And of course, they were shouting out Joe Mollier.
Yeah.
I think the whole team did really well. Unfortunately, it was just a narrow defeat. And then going back into MK Lightning, it was back to the National League. Can't get my words out tonight.
That National League matchup.
There we go.
With the Romford Raiders.
And I think everyone was a bit like Romford Raiders. It might be either way, like normal. But holy moly.
Yes, we were. To say we were impressive is an understatement. Mason and I and Steve actually benched with the Lightning.
Yeah.
Again, something that people might be thinking about in the future. Only thing that's changed this season is that you have to wear a helmet. That's brought in through, I think, the league rules, because they want to be safe, which is absolutely fine. But what a game! I don't think any of us expected the result that we got.
No, because jumping on that quickly as well, Lewis Conroy got his call up. First game for Milton Keynes Lightning. He got his quick run around, everyone to see him quickly. Of course, we spoke to him on the bench, and of course, we got a picture with his locker room plaque with us. And then, of course, going into the game, incredible. It was just, wow. It was just like seeing stuff that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Very quick, very fast, skills, and of course, you can see what, as you said, we trust in Tim.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
He brought in Lewis Chrissy, and the defense, it was tight, it was organised, and then Jordan Spadafor just looks like a completely different man. And
I agree.
It was just incredible.
I think, we saw the glimpse of what we can expect for this season. A very disciplined team. I don't think we got many penalties at all.
Only two.
So,
two each.
And I think it was a really, really good performance. Great to see, as we say, Lewis make his debut.
Nearly scored.
I was really impressed with his positioning when he was on the ice. He nearly scored.
Just that post.
We were really unlucky. I think that the score could have been a lot more. I think we hit at one, but in the second quarter, I think we hit
like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times the pipes.
Could be 14-15-0.
Yeah.
But of course, we kept saying, everyone in our block was like, if that was the fraction that's an inch higher or slightly inch wider, that would have been all the goals.
Exactly.
Because Ilya Korinchuk hit majority of those.
I think he hit it 3 times. Didn't
he eventually got his goal.
He did. Yeah. And again, that's what we were saying earlier in the podcast, is that if you look at the 10 scorers, they were apart from Elliot. Is it Elliot Lewis?
Elliot Lewis. He got the double.
Lewis, who got the double.
And man of the match.
Everybody contributed to the scoring. And one player that really impressed me, and I think is one that is really going to be a standout for us this season, is Callum Field. I thought his game was just amazing.
Yeah, because it was just like, I know last season, like hearing everyone around the arena, like everyone's got their own views. There was lots of like mix and matches and everything. But it was just like, all I said, it was like, I would like to eat what you had for breakfast that morning, because
yes, definitely
completely different lads. It was like, he was strong, he was fast, he was in the right places, he got his goal. I think it was that Spad set him up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he got the hook in.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was a standout performance. And I think whatever the coaches and, of course, Callum have like spoke about what to do, I think he's starting to show it now.
Yeah. And as I say, there was some really, really outstanding. I was impressed with the new imports. Ilya is an amazing player.
Very fast.
Very, very fast.
Like a little whippet. And it's just... breaking out from the back, you can see that his speed and the fact that he really wants to score. Jocelyn? Or one of those. I think
that's, again,
as I said, we get the names right.
Right later. Again, really great debut. But in fact, I think all of them had a really great debut. Kelly, Lewis, Saunders, everybody had a really, really outstanding game.
And of course, Jordan Headley, shutout.
Yeah.
He's worked, and also seeing him go behind the goal line and start doing that as well is great to see. He looked absolutely class, like catching the shot. He made it look effortless and then slow mo. Honestly, Headley, if you see this, well done, mate.
Yeah, definitely. It really excites me. Having to going in there and listening to other people, you got that sense that people were very, very aware that we'd lost some big names.
Yes.
And of course going back to the game against Coventry, we have to give a shout out for Matt Stewart, who played against us.
Yeah.
And scored.
Of course, he's in the higher league, and of course, he was starting on the fourth line, so he's finding his place there and everything. But he didn't do too much against us.
No.
But as you said, he took his chance.
Yeah.
He got it past Curlin.
Yeah.
And of course, Curlin's very hard to get past himself.
Yeah.
Shout out to Max Stewart. And of course, going into the away game, we couldn't make it because we had commitments at Anchem Thunder.
Yeah.
So, of course, we went away... 5-2 against Romford, and of course at their own ice rink, of course they're going to show up, and of course they want a bit of payback for what happened to them. No team likes to win, especially a side like Romford.
Yeah.
Of course, TJ Anderson got a goal, who I do adore, I do love. I hope one day Tim Wallace sees it and he wants to snap him up. I would love it because he's one of my favourite players. And of course, there's a Hill, Ewan Hill got a goal. But of course, Cowney with the hat trick.
Yeah, and I think we did a podcast recently, and one of the questions was who did we feel was the most underrated English player, and I immediately said Jordan Cowney because I think he is one of these workhorse guys who really play hard and are scoring lots of goals but doesn't get the credit for it, so well done to Jordan.
Yeah, and of course similar faces, Tom Rutkiss, and of course Harry Gulliver has got another goal as well, and of course Rutkiss has got another goal. Pretty great pre-season goal scoring from these guys, and top of
definitely.
I think Tom Rutkiss for the pre-season, I'm not too sure, I might have to re-look it out, but I think Tom Rutkiss is up there with some of the highest points.
Yeah, I think his rating is quite high at the moment.
So whatever you're doing, Tim, and of course the coaching team, keep on doing it.
Exactly. So, and we're really looking forward to the new season. We really can't wait.
Yeah, and then we go into where we were. That sound right? Where we were?
We know what you.
Well, we know what I meant. Well, we were at home at the Thunderdome, and of course, MK Thunder welcomed back the Coventry NIHL Blaze. And of course, they wanted a bit of revenge, even though it was off by 3-2. And of course, we were helping out.
Yeah.
We had our new hoodies on.
Yes.
Shout out to, of course, Lauren, the GM. Thank you for those hoodies. They're absolutely stunning, and it was a pleasure to be there.
Yes, it was. It was our debut as the Lightning Lads. We did a lot of video and pictures capturing for them. So hopefully, they enjoyed that. But it was really lovely. They made us feel really, really welcome.
Oh yeah,
and part of the team, which is great. So thank you to all the Thunder team.
So yeah, and then come to the game. Oh, it was pretty impressive.
It was.
Of course, I think during the game, I think there's about maybe a 10-minute period of it just slightly need a bit more tweaking, twerking. But of course, Will Fry, he had pretty much majority of the squad, minus a couple of players who are missing. But he gave everyone a chance.
Yeah.
Everyone stepped up. And of course, got off with a quick goal, with a power play goal. And I was right behind, I got the footage. Lewis Conroy again, because it came off the netminders' pads.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he was right there to help slot in. Well done again, Lewis. And that's 2 goals for Thunder.
Yeah, and I think, I'll be perfectly frank, I've never seen the Thunder play before.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really sure what to expect. But if that's the level they're going to be playing at this year, I think they've got a really good chance of getting to the playoffs and even further, because I think they were really, really professional. They seemed to know exactly what they wanted to do.
They knew
how they knew how to do it.
Oh, 100%. They know who was where on the ice. They were very strong. They were very fast because this squad is actually quite more younger.
Yeah.
And the pace as well. But then it was just the fact is they were just like playing as a unit. And that was just incredible to see. And of course, we just missed because unfortunately, as there was actually quite a few more fans there that night.
There was
you hearing
a good number of fans.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, we'll see more, of course. But it was just hearing those roars from everyone scoring, especially just before it was all starting when the players were getting announced who's playing. But we just missed McCarthy's goal. That's because I think Planet Ice weren't sure how many people were going to turn up, so we had to wait a bit long time for a drink. So we had to rush somewhere else to get a drink, and the next minute, goal! And I was like,
yeah. So message to the Thunder: please wait a little bit longer after the break, about a minute or so, just so that we're ready.
And of course, first debut as well for the game was Will Rees,
yes,
the youngster, and then I was just behind where Sam Purcell set him up, and he slotted it home, top round corner, very classy, incredible, and saw his big smile.
Yes,
and then of course got the glimpse of him on the clip with the coach, the coaches on the bench, and it was a great moment to see.
Definitely.
Just to see that hunger.
Yes,
and also just to praise him as well.
Yeah, and I think I got the impression that the Coventry Blaze were really quite shocked with what happened on Sunday.
Of course they are. I think
they felt that, having beaten them at Coventry, that they were going to be dominant. But to be quite honest, I think Thunder were dominant for the majority of the game. And they were really, really, again, shout out to Will and the coaching staff, because I think they've got a team there that are very, very disciplined, again, very, very strong in what they do. And I'm excited for the season.
No, most definitely. And of course, in the last period, you've got, Sam Peters got the final goal.
Yeah.
I thought he had an outstanding game. It was just nice to see. And then, of course, Corey, massive hit on Harrison Coventry. Wow. I just wow. Honestly, yes. And then that's a big shout out to Corey there. And of course, the game finished. Everyone roared. Everyone was friendly. Everyone was interacting. And of course, I've got Own and Loan on Xander Robinson's. Shout out to Xander. He came out and of course met my family. Got a nice photo together.
You did.
Thank you. And also a pleasure to talk to your dad after the game as well.
Yeah, and for me, I if you're going to do shout out to Xander, I want to shout out to Aaron Burton, who I think had a great game in as a netminder. Very, very strong, seemed very, very in control of the defence, had them where he wanted, really good, some really excellent saves.
100%. And unfortunately, the one goal did get in the third period back, but we
don't think it was a goal.
And others did think that as well, but unfortunately it was given. It was unfortunate, but just move on from that and just carry on.
So, Aaron, don't worry. Nobody thought it was a goal. It wasn't your fault.
So, yeah. And then, of course, we're going to the rec team, MK Hurricanes. I was there last week. I went away game. It was a 10:45 p.m. Late
Rather
game.
You than me, Mason.
Shout out to Kim Taylor, of course. He gave us a lift. Of course, I gave him some petrol money, and of course, he gave it back. He was like, "I've got an electric car. I don't need petrol money." So I was like, me being blonde moment. I was like, "Huh?" But yeah, we got there, got the last bit of the Basingstoke and Swindon game. That at the end. But yeah, and then of course the game on. Pretty much dominated the game. Of course, there was a moment where they came out Swindon Knights, scored 4. But, of course, the Hurricanes needed to win the last 2 games. They had it in their heads on the third period, and they literally just came out, scored again a couple more times, and they won. And it was quite impressive.
Definitely.
Got some shots and some content. I was meant to go to the Solihull Vikings game, which was the same time as Thunder. But of course, we lost a member, James. Of course, once again, thank you, James, for your help, mate, on the podcast. And of course, good luck in your future, mate.
Yeah, you will be missed, James.
But I'm not happy you had to make me miss that game because I was meant to cover that while you cover Thunder. But don't worry, we're still friends. Don't worry. But as I said to the guys, they're a bit nervous because they haven't beaten these guys. But I just said to them, look, just you know what to do. Go out there and smash them. And of course, after I came back from the Thunder game, I was waiting patiently on social media. And I was just like, come on. And then got a message through, a little video saying, look at this. And they're celebrating. They are the Southern Conference champions.
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing to mention here, Mason, is that previous to this game, I think they'd only managed to win once against the Solihull team at their rink, I believe. So to go away at such an important thing and get the score and get the win was really impressive. And well done to the Hurricanes.
Another trophy
for the Milton Keynes hockey.
They won another trophy just before as well.
They did, yeah. So they had another good season. And I think that's what we as the Lightning lads are trying to do. We're trying to make you aware of the great things that are happening in Milton Keynes in terms of ice hockey. Not only have we got the Lightning, but we've got the Thunder, the Hurricanes, the Jesters, the Bolts, and of course MK Storm. We watched,
and also Storm Wreck as well.
Yeah, Storm Wreck, and of course we can't forget the ladies, the Falcons. So do look out because we're hoping to get an interview soon with them. So look out for that as well. But I think the hockey in Milton Keynes is really, really strong at the moment, and we're really proud to be part of it.
100%. Lead on to that, it's more the fact is like letting everyone aware that other teams, of course, we love MK Lightning, 100%, but as they got such a strong fan base and the team behind them, it's just like our main goal is to let everyone know there's other teams out there and need to give them support. MK Thunder are looking to go somewhere this season where they've gone down to the lower league to rebuild and looking very exciting. And of course, I'll say it, this Saturday, they're back at the rink at 7 p.m.
Indeed.
And
Invicta
of course,
Dynamos. There
we go, Invicta Dynamos. And please come. Tickets are £8 for adults.
Yeah.
Children are
£1, I think.
I thought it was a fiver.
It might be a fiver.
Between a fiver and £1, but it's not expensive, guys. And you'll be in for a treat. There's food, there's drink. And of course, got for the kids, you've got the Chucker Ducks as well for prizes, sweeties and everything. And everyone's friendly and lovely. Please come this Saturday. Show your support for the other team in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, and there's no excuses because Lightning aren't playing.
Yeah, no one's playing actually. So it's a good chance to actually come and enjoy some hockey.
And I think the other thing that we should say, Mason, is that while we get to know these people in Thunder, these are the people that will at some point get into the Lightning. You know, we've already talked about people like Aaron and talked about Xander.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got Lewis already making that step up from Thunder to the Lightning. So these are your Lightning guys of the future. So do come out and support them as much as you can.
100%. And then, of course, for this season, we've got a couple own loans. Lightning lads have got Charlie Conroy for Thunder. And of course, for Milton Keynes Lightning, we've got Austin Osborne.
Yeah.
One of the lads, the warm-up jersey. And of course, MK Lightning are actually sponsoring from MK Thunder, number 16, Corey Taylor. So we'll support, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, it's been really great to see, you know, we are starting to get that feeling of a big Milton Keynes hockey family. And that's really important, certainly to people like me and Mason. You know, we don't think about that very often. It's a bit, you always support the biggest teams, but the little teams are the ones that are feeding into that as well.
No, 100%. And of course, as you said, on social media, we did announce that we've got a new logo. And of course, there it is.
Our posh new hoodies.
Yeah. Of course, Brian was in charge of the colour choosing, straight away from the black. And of course, into burgundy.
Yes. We like me burgundy. I do like me burgundy.
You do like your burgundy. It's good. It's like it's a new fresh start. And of course, we've got new sponsors. We've of course got on here. If I can find it, yeah, we've got the Cross Keys Wallstone Pub, who actually shouted us out being sponsorship with them.
Yeah,
thank you so much. And I'll let Brian go for the tattoo piercing.
I can never.
You never pronounce it.
I can't pronounce it.
So I'll say I apologise to him.
Go on then. What is it?
I'll probably get told off as well.
I can't.
Wydropes. I do apologise.
We go with that.
The thing is, guys, I'll be upfront with you because quickly, know but more about me. I have a problem with pronouncing certain anything at the moment because it's just me as a person, and of course, I always feel judged, but it's just who I am. So,
but, we've also got Willys, obviously, who were our first sponsors, and also the Royal British Legion. That's something that's really important to both of us. Yeah,
the social Leighton Buzzard Club, which I've got to meet soon, actually. And as far I think also we've got a donation to pop off soon eventually. So, and of course, we'll end it there.
Well, hang on. Before we end it, let's give them a little look into the future. Because tomorrow, on Thursday, beg your pardon, we have an exclusive interview with none other than Lightning head coach Tim Wallace. And it's not going to be just an ordinary talk about the Lightning. We're going to find out and dig deep into Tim as a person.
Yes. And you know what? Slap on the hands.
Yeah. And then on Friday, hopefully, the Falcons.
Yes. Finally getting that through, because I was meant to do a couple of weeks ago. But of course, the birth of my daughter came suddenly.
Yeah.
So, of course...
we'll let you off with that one.
Don't my wife will say differently. But no, with the Tim Wallace one, I know it was like about five-ish years ago. We had an interview about him individually, and of course, since then, there's been new fans coming through every single season. This year, there's 10 times more season ticket holders, new kids coming through, and it's just to get to know him again, and also for me because I wasn't there back then.
Yeah. And
when I first came to Lightning, I saw Tim Wallace and I was like, oh, I like this guy. Cool, let's go. And then,
he's a cool guy.
He is. Off the ice, he's absolutely lovely and friendly. And of course, it was Brian's birthday. Of course, I did message Tim. And of course, in split moments, you got a birthday wish, didn't you?
Yeah, I got some lovely birthday wishes from Tim and Ilya and Archie Salisbury.
And of course, Aaron Burton.
And Max Wright.
And Max Wright from
So thank you guys for that. That really did make my day. I've had a bit of a rough period over August, and just having those birthday wishes was absolutely amazing. So big thank you to you guys.
Cheers guys for that. And of course the Falcons, going briefly into that, it's similar to what with interviews and stuff, but we're doing like quicker, sharp shoot questions. For the ladies.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that and get to know them, and also let Milton Keynes know there's a women's ice hockey team.
Yeah, and I think that's important because we have lots of ladies who play in the rep teams, and of course we have
Maddie Wright
who plays for Thunder. So don't think that we haven't mentioned the ladies, because we will support you guys as well.
Yes. So, can I end it now? Am I safe?
You can end it.
Am I safe?
You're safe now.
So we'll end it there. And of course, guys, please like and subscribe. We've actually jumped up quite a few subscribers, which is lovely to see.
Yeah.
And of course, all the love on social medias. And of course, just do pop on to Lightning Lads on the TikTok, which will come up right now for you quickly, because that is a little bit with the podcast, but it's more for comedy.
Yeah.
Because it's just have more less serious, more fun, and you'll see the videos, and there's loads more to post over the next forever.
Yeah, so don't forget Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok,
And Spotify.
We're moving into Spotify as well. So it's a new thing for us. And we've made I've got to give a shout out to Mason. He started this with James in April, and the work that he does is just absolutely amazing. And I think to build such a great following in such a short time is really amazing. So well done, Mason.
Thank you. I go to sleep now. It's been tiring, especially when we've got 3 kids and four children actually.
Yeah.
It's my stepdaughter, who's coming back down on Christmas time, and she can't wait to come to Thunder games and Lightning games, long as she's a good girl.
Yeah, exactly.
But of course, you like her anyway.
I do.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and that's it. That's the Lightning lads. Thank you.
Good night.